Welcome back, everyone. I'm Adam Bowles. Like you, I'm starting to venture into DSLR filmmaking with no money in my pocket. So, in this chapter, we will talk about the pros and the cons of using DSLR cameras for filmmaking. In a nutshell, that is. Remember, the purpose of this series is to introduce you where and how to equip your camera to shoot your movie with that professional touch without spending a lot of money. Naturally, if you do have the money to spend, this isn't for you. First and foremost, go learn about your camera. Read the manual, like we ever do. But for this, it is a must. Take a photography lesson. Learn about the shutter speed, ISO, aperture, etc. Learning these would help you understand to deliver the right quality without introducing video noise or video grain that would make your clips look amateurish. Why would you shoot movies with DSLR cameras? Without getting into much detail, DSLR cameras helped bring a new batch of independent filmmakers because the cameras can make beautiful moving motion pictures with an affordable price. DSLR cameras are small, making it easy to carry and set up at locations that are hard to handle compared to the prosumer or professional HD cameras, like this. DSLR cameras produces a nice pictures with great depth of field through using different types of lenses and almost feel like you are shooting for Hollywood. Well, maybe not. DSLR cameras record to a non-volatile memory card that is portable and small to transfer. Almost currently made laptops and desktops can read these. DSLR cameras can easily exchange lenses, so you can easily adapt to any environment with different types of lenses available. Now, don't get me wrong, there are also disadvantages in shooting with DSLRs. One of the disadvantages with shooting with DSLR for movie making is the well-reported overheat issue that may occur with DSLR camera owners' experience, especially the Canon DSLRs. These cameras basically compresses a lot of great features into a small, tiny body case, then adding to the space needed to record videos quickly into the SD card. Plus, the type of lens you use that may require a lot of lights input, etc. It would kick the battery to full workforce and heating issues may occur. The solution varies from turning the camera off for a minute or two, or cool it down, or to pack your batteries next to some ice packs, or take the batteries out of the camera and replace it with a new one. Reported heating issues occurs vary. While some people had said they never experienced it at all after hours of recording. The other disadvantage of DSLR cameras for movie making is the clip length limitation. It shuts off at about 4 gigabytes of continued recording due to the SD card's recording formats limitation. Think of it as FAT32 format, back to the 80s. That means it'll stop recording when each file clip reaches about 4 gigabytes in size. Sometimes it'll shut off the camera itself as well. So think of it as a 16mm film camera. For about 12 minutes or so, you would have to switch to another film roll. This mostly applies to Canon DSLRs. The Panasonic GH2s can record without a clip limitation, adding yet another disadvantage. Most of the DSLR's internal microphone or mic's input port is not optimal for dialogue recording, since it would record additional audio noise like hums, sounds of echo, etc. Some cheaper DSLR cameras has automatic gain control, can't even turn it off. Like the Canon Rebel series that you're listening to now, which can bring you a not satisfactory audio. You can use the recently official release of Magic Lantern software update to add functionality to your T2i or 5D. It goes beyond what the official firmware offers. Maybe we can go into depth on this another time. Some of the other disadvantages of using DSLR in movie making is during post-production. Most DSLRs saves onto a format called H.264, which is a video compression that compresses the clip into a smaller size file, which means it may become harder to edit it. Most of the time, editor seems H.264 codec as a final output format, like formats such as MPEG-1, MPEG-2, etc. Of course, with newer technology and faster computers, editing these shouldn't be an issue. However, you should do some research and check your own editing workflow. DSLR cameras shoot with a 420 color sampling. What is color sampling, you ask? Well, that's another video series, so instead of getting into it, I'll just direct you to this link, dvxuser.com. Basically, it's how to use a camera, records, compresses the frame to minimize file size, increase recording speed time, etc. An ideal camera will record at 4:4:4, that's basically raw. What you see is what you get. And for green screen chroma keying, this would be ideal format. However, they aren't as easily available and affordable unless you have friends. You can, however, shoot with the 4:2:2 color sampling cameras, like the Panasonic HVX200, the new Blackmagic Cinema camera, a very affordable 2.5K resolution camera. These will provide better image quality than the common DSLR sampling result, much easier for chroma keying. Oh yeah, we do have the largest permanent free market green screen studio in Northeast Ohio, available for you to shoot your green screen project. So come check it out. So here you are, have some pros, cons of using DSLR cameras. In general speaking, we do not recommend the use of DSLRs during shooting with green screens, although you can with a well understanding of proper lighting. DSLRs is not recommended for continuous live event shooting such as concerts, shows, etc. Remember, it's not what you have, but what you produce that will make a name for yourself. Yes!